is where we go. I wanted to talk about something today called pardons. I'm talking about from the prison system. There was something that caught my eye this week in the news, and it really got me outraged. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. And I have to look more into what New York does for pardoning prisoners. But let's talk about Mississippi for a minute. The governor, his name is Haley Barbour, pardoned Mississippi inmates this week at the tune of over 200. Some of them were early release, some of them were clemencies, and some of them were full pardons. Now, the Associated Press writes that the Mississippi governor pardons 4 killers out of the 200. I don't know about how this makes you feel, but it actually caught my eye. It piqued my interest, if you will. And so I wanted to go see what this was all about. So I did some reading on this and found out that this guy pardoned, gave clemency, early releases to inmates within the prison system in his particular state in Mississippi at the tune of over 200. Because he's a lame duck governor. He's coming out now, and he wasn't elected. But I want to talk about who he pardoned for a minute. And so I had to do a little bit of research to find out what was going on so that, I could talk here with a relative, education and some knowledge. There was at least 36 cases of people or prisoners that were pardoned that involved violent deaths, including drunk driving accidents, manslaughter, and murder. Now, the murder is what I want to talk about. There were 4 convicted murderers that were pardoned within the last couple of weeks. Now, these 4 men were convicted by a jury of their peers to spend the rest of their life in jail. And this governor, whose term is over, remember, and according to Mississippi law, the governor has sole authority so that he can issue pardons. But the state constitution now includes a unique provision that requires that convicted felons that there's a published notice in the newspapers at least 30 days before their pardon date. Now, obviously, the governor has gone against the Constitution for that particular state with those recommended guidelines or amendments. And it says in there that 30 days has not been given. And the reason I say this is because I'll tie it up in a minute. But the pardon dates were given. They were out. And they don't have anything to answer for. There is no information going out there in their local news. Okay? This was not published. Now,